Today we will be talking about scatter plots. Okay, first thing we need to know about scatter plots is the different types of associations that they can have. Okay, a scatter plot occurs on our graphs and it has these dots all around. Okay, and these dots can show up in a positive manner and they're linear. So you can see they're kind of all in a straight line just like that. Okay, and they're positive. As x increases, y also increases. Okay, or they could show up in a non-linear but also positive manner. Okay, it's increasing as it goes on, but it's got these curves throughout. Okay, or we could also see what they call an exponential, which is something like that. Again, positive, but it curves. Okay, then you can have linear negative and non-linear negative. Okay, where it's got those curves throughout. Okay, and or you can have a no association, which wouldn't be linear or nonlinear. It would just kind of have these dots all throughout the whole graph. Okay, now clusters is where we have groups of dots all really close to each other. Okay, this here would be our cluster. All right, and an outlier would be if we've got a bunch of data here and then we have a random dot here. This would be our outlier. Okay, so those are some key terms that we need to know when we're looking at scatter plots. Okay, now let's take a look at this table and we're going to go ahead and create a scatter plot for this information. Okay, the table shows the number of cars sold each month for 10 months at a car dealership. Construct a scatter plot of the data. Okay, so we have 116 and this goes all the way to 10. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can count by ones on our x-axis. Okay, and then our lowest number is 16, but we go all the way up to 36. So we could count by fours here on our y-axis. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and 40. Okay. All right. So 116, I'm going to put a dot here. 220, put a dot here. 318, be here. 426 would be in here. 524 be here. Okay, after we plot this data, we can see that as x increases, y also increases. So this would be positive. Okay, and we also can see here that we might have a little outlier here. Okay, and this is a linear association. It is positive and it is pretty linear with the exception of that outlier. But when you're determining positive, negative, or linear, we kind of ignore that outlier, okay, when we're determining those things. Okay, so you've got two more down here where you can plot those points and determine those associations. Okay, then we're going to take a look at these scatter plots that they've already got graphed for us. It says the scatter plot shows the relationship between the value of a car and the number of years after the purchase of the car. Interpret the scatter plot. So this is decreasing, but see how it's curved? So it's a nonlinear, it is a negative nonlinear association. Okay, and it's as the years increase, the value of the car decreases, is what that is saying. Okay, and this one here, the scatter plot shows the relationship between number of bacteria in a tank and the number of hours after starting an experiment. Okay, that number increases, okay, and then it kind of flattens off there at the top. Okay, increases most of the bacteria between the hours of 4 and 8 hours. Okay. All right, so again, positive, non-linear. Okay, and there's no clusters and no outliers in either of those. Okay. You can try number 7 and 8 on your own. Okay, and there's a couple more you can try similar to those.